Everyone knew Jeff Miller.
Look at that man. I got him. I got all of them.
He just loved making relationships. He always would say, if you treat people right, when you need them, they'll be there for you. And that's evident with the amount of people that have reached out to support us because he's touched so many lives.
He is such a glue person. We go to these tailgates where dozens of people come, and their connection, the one person that brings them all together is him.
Jeff makes an impact on everyone he meets.
He had such good relationships, and he kept relationships, and he loved his friends, and he was always there for them.
We'd go out and we'd sit at Gully's, which was a bar on Green Street in Champaign, and we drank Tanqueray tonics and try to figure out life. And probably we never did, but that's really where we helped each other, I think, figure out who we were. And he was there for me, and I was there for him, and that's kind of what we did.
He always knew what to say, and he always gave me the right direction.
I remember the day I went off to college, I was on my bed crying, and he sat down with me and talked with me about how that was going to go, and it was going to be great, and you just have to give it time, and he was giving me advice. And that was probably one of the best connections we've had.
His character has not changed. He's the same loving, compassionate, caring person that he always was.
Grant, take it, Grant, take it!
He's so passionate about everything. There's nothing else he doesn't care about. He's just larger than life to me. He's always been larger than life to me. And I think it's part of that passion that he has for everything, for family, for God, for bears. It doesn't do anything halfway,
And he's just sort of an amazing father because he could work and do all of that. And then he was also there when he needed to be there. He was there at the sporting events. He was there at the different tournaments. He was there at the awards ceremonies.
I think one thing I'll miss is that he was such a great supporter that if I just had him at the games, I knew that it was okay because he was just always there for me.
He just so loved being a dad. He was so proud of the kids as he would watch. If he wasn't coaching, he was watching from the stands, and he would just get this grin on his face when, Grant would make a great play, or Lord would smash the volleyball or pitch the softball super fast. He just got such a kick out of it. And then he would watch Ben play basketball, and he would say he's got so much God-given potential, and he just so wants him to maximize that. He just wants the best for the people that he knows and loves and meets.
He bought our business, and he's made a bigger success than it ever was when we owned it.
He was just motivated, and he was good.
He treated people at the store right and treated them fairly, and always wanted to talk to them and ask how their day was going, how was their weekend.
Because people see the depth of his passion, and it's infectious, right? You see it, and you get carried along with it, and you're like, I could do that too. I could be like that.
Everyone respected him, and at work, and looked up to him.
He was the epitome of a leader.
Here he comes! Here he comes!
That one, baby!
With your mom, it was totally different. And I remember when they left our house, Helen and I would, we'd talk before we went to bed, and like, wow, did you see the look on his face? Like, did you catch that? It wasn't just me, right? It was you. You got that, right? And it was, and you could tell it was going to be something special, and they just were perfect for each other, because the stuff, the hollow places that he had, she filled, and likewise.
It's a relationship I think all couples would strive to have. They're so strong for each other. The admiration and the love and the caring and just giving of themselves for the other. I see a lot of that.
Our relationship was real. Anyone who knew him, who was at a sports event with them and heard him riding a ref who really blew a call or an ump who really blew a call, you could hear him giving his opinion. And if you were anywhere around us, you would see me punching him in the leg or talking to him to keep it down. You need to stop. But I knew that he was passionate. We had a lot of fun. It was an adventure with him. We had so much fun on trips together. Just goofy stuff. Ordinary and wonderful stuff.
Michigan is the house that Jeff loved.
There was no TV. We listened to our favorite music on CDs, and we played games. You could have your little plastic shovel, but Jeff brought a real shovel down to the beach, and we would build these sand cities. And he was always proud of his sand castles. He was known for them. But, and then of course in the wintertime, sledding there, sending your child down between trees and curves and barbed wire fence. And then we would build a snow ramp that, they'd go flying in the air, and we would have the best time in the world. The cabin has to rank #1 because we were together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go Ben, go! Go Lauren, go!
It's hard, as our faith journeys wove through our adult lives, there are times when you don't, there are a lot of things you think about, a lot of things you question. But he's a servant, he's a humble servant, and that's another thing I really admire about your dad.
He's built up a faith that rivals, no one, I think, has a stronger faith than him.
Jeff was amazingly strong. A strong man, of strong character, of strong faith. I'm so glad I walked on that softball field the day that I did. I am so thankful for the life we had. I wouldn't have changed a thing.
Yay! I got that too!
Jeff didn't have really good eyesight, and everybody who met him knew that. But what I think that they all need to know, or those who know him well already know this, is that even though he didn't have really good eyesight, he saw far better than most people I know. He saw angles and steps 2, 3, and 4 in advance that the rest of us couldn't see. Watching him play chess was amazing. Watching him run the business and questions he came up with was really a sight to behold. In my mind, he had better than 20/20 vision.
Come to daddy, Lauren.
Oh, try again. Try again.
Everyone that knows him, the legacy will be that if he ever comes to mind or his name's brought up, everyone is just going to smile. They're going to have just the biggest smile on their face because they knew how blessed they were to know Jeff.
He will be remembered as a hard-working, caring, loving, compassionate man who did anything he could to make a relationship and then would do anything more he could to keep that relationship because he cared about other people.
Imprint on everybody he knows, everybody he's ever come in contact with, as just a quality kind of guy.
And his legacy is going to be the values that he taught me that I'm going to teach to my kids, that they're going to teach to their kids. So in a sense, Jeff Miller will always be here in all of us.
Carry people with you. And, we'll all carry Jeff with us.
I remember there was one thing my mom used to say to me a lot. The true beauty was on the inside. And I've never met anyone more beautiful than Jeff. Just